Good evening, fellow Lions and friends. Welcome to the third episode of our virtual leadership series. I am Lion Rohel Bautista, the current Global Leadership Team Coordinator at District 16J. I am glad to co host this important activity of the district to talk about our Lions journey, focusing on special topics each month on leadership, membership, and service. As you may already know, GLT is one of the three areas under the Global Action Team, which is GAT for short. The other two areas are GMT, which stands for Global Membership Team, and GST, Global Service Team. As mentioned in the past two episodes, we are doing the monthly virtual forum as part of our district initiative on leadership development. The first episode, which we had last September, focused on our service journey as a district, and the second episode, which aired last month, was geared towards membership. This evening, our focus will be on learning opportunities for Lions. Learning, as we all know, is necessary for us to grow and expand our horizons. It is an indispensable tool that nourishes our minds, a continuous process that encourages us in acquiring competencies and knowledge to develop future opportunities. As Lions, we have a lot of resources, a lot of tools and opportunities, and we will get to know them or more of them in the next few minutes. At this point, allow me to call on our district governor, DG Lion Varsha Naik, to say a few words.
Thank you, GLT District Lion Rohel.
Good
Uh,
evening, DG Varsha. How are you?
I am fine. How are you?
I'm wonderful. Thank you. It's great to be here again. It's wonderful to have this third installment of our virtual series.
Yes, and you know what? When I was talking to some other members of our district, and they are really looking forward for next to next, what is next. So, leadership is very important, and today's episode is all about the learning opportunities for Lions. So if you have a education, if you have a training, you can serve more, and you can serve more with more and more knowledge, and you can develop your leadership skills when you have a proper training. And Lions Club International has a lot and lot of training opportunities. The only thing is how we can adopt that training opportunities, right? And I did my advanced Lions leadership training, and I finished my bachelor's degree from Lions University. I finished my master degrees, and I'm almost in my doctorate degree, but I have to go for another training session. Then only I'm gonna go my doctorate degree. So in today's episode, we will find out about the Lions learning opportunities and how a one lion can learn lot and lot of leadership opportunities. So I think we should invite our moderator at this point, and then our guest speakers, because our viewers really wanted to know the learning opportunities for Lions. And Rohel, thank you so much for conducting this series. We are really, really, fortunate that you are our GLT, and you have so much of vision towards the leadership development. So let's welcome our moderator, PCC Lion Mahesh. Lion Mahesh?
Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining us. Thank you, District Governor Varsha and District Global Leadership Coordinator Rohel Batista for inviting me to talk to you all. Have you ever had a passion to get somewhere, but you thought you didn't have an opportunity? Have you thought that serving someone else gives meaning to your life? Have you observed that your service and your professional life are sometimes interwoven? That is what is important when we serve as Lions. We serve uh, together, and we bring in our passion into serving others. But at times, what we sometimes don't understand, or like sort of we don't uh, give importance to, that your skills in your professional life, the leadership that you have in your profession, can be used very, very effectively in Lionism, in your volunteering, as well as like sort of on the other side, the skills that you have in that skills that you learn in our community service, we can apply that in our personal life, in our professional life. The trainings that we receive changes our lives quite a bit, and I am one of the testimony to that. I was involved in community service, community the social life for a long time, probably since I was a teenager. But one of the things that changed my attitude, changed my direction, even in my professional life, was when I went to an institute, Alliance Institute called Senior Alliance Leadership Institute. We don't have that anymore. That has been changed into the Advanced Alliance Leadership Institute, and I'm sure one of our speakers is going to talk about the Advanced Alliance Leadership Institute. It changes our perspective. Like if you have heard our first Vice President Brian Sheehan talking about how the Lionism changed his life, he claims, and that is what I always say to him. He claims that he was an introvert. If you look at him today, you don't find him an introvert person. But when he came into Lionism, and when he got a chance to speak in front of a large audience and work with several people around the world, it changed his perspective, his view towards life, and that changed his leadership in his professional life also. So leadership training is very, very important. We have to be good leaders, not only for the Lions, for your professional life also. And that is that interweaving that we always see when we go through certain leadership programs, certain learning opportunities that we have in our association. We not only just give, when we are talking about leadership training, and I'm sure our speakers are going to talk about that also. We don't only teach about like sort of how to be a good Lions president, or like a secretary or a treasurer or any of those roles, but we also have programs that are for personality development, like public speaking, conflict resolution, and so on. So without further ado, let me introduce our first speaker for this evening, Dawn Manjarillo. She is the department manager for learning and development programs in Lions Club International. She works in the headquarters. She has been in the training for more than 20 years now. She worked for Fortune 500 companies. She worked for companies like Arthur Andersen and Oliver Wyman, and recently she worked with a company called Mercer. Now she is with Lions Club International from 2016, just before our centennial year. And I had a privilege and honor to work with her on several training opportunities. When I met her multiple times in trainings, she was nothing but gracious and supportive to whatever that Lions do. And it is my honor and pleasure to welcome Lion Dawn to our 16J. And the floor is yours, Lion Dawn.
Thank you, Lion Mahesh, for such a gracious welcome. And I want to thank DG Varja and Lion Rogelio for inviting me to participate in this webinar. It's always a joy to have an opportunity to interact with Lions directly. Sometimes at headquarters, we don't have that opportunity. So I'm excited to be here with you this evening. And I'm going to encourage you, if you have questions as I go through my presentation, to put them in the comments. I may not get to all of the comments during the presentation, but we will have opportunities for some questions and answers at the end of the day here. And if we don't get to your question, Lion Rogelio has promised that he will follow up with me later and we'll make sure we answer all of your questions. I'm really honored today, if we could start the presentation. I'm really honored today to share with you about leadership development and the resources that are offered. Lions Clubs International views leadership development as a path for every lion in Leo. Think about leadership development as a process by which lions learn, lead, and grow. We all recognize that learning is a valuable part of being a lion, not to mention an essential part of one's life or one's career journey, as Lion Mahesh just mentioned. Therefore, in keeping with leadership development's mission to achieve excellence in leadership through quality learning opportunities, Learn, Lead, Grow was chosen as our leadership development campaign. And you'll see that throughout our resources as we continue on. If we go to the next slide, let's look at what it means for lions to learn. Lions learn, and Lions Clubs International provides varied learning opportunities for lions and Leos. These include both online and in-person learning opportunities, such as our interactive courses on the Lions Learning Center, specialized webinars that can be found in our virtual events center. Lions Clubs International developed courses and institutes. We also have position-specific courses for districts and multiple district roles, as well as workshops and seminars at forums and even at convention. On the next slide, we look at how lions lead. And we recognize that leadership is multifaceted. As Lion Mahesh and even District Governor Varsha were talking about, their learning journeys were varied and different. The paths they took were meaningful to them, but they weren't identical. And so each of you has different personal characteristics and strengths, such as strategy or courage or emotional intelligence. You also may need skills such as soft skills, such as being a good communicator, how to be more open-minded, how to solve problems. We also want to make sure that lions have a wide knowledge and a great experience, because you learn through your experiences as much as you learn through formal learning programs. We want lions to be able to share and build a vision for your clubs, a vision for your districts, a vision for yourself as a lion, and have the ability to build and empower teams. And these are just some of the many facets that define the quality of a good leader. And that's why leadership development has been tasked with providing lions and Leos various development tools and opportunities. As we move to the next slide, we talk about how lions grow. Leadership development stems from the learning of the individual leader, and the learning often involves an awareness of a gap from where one is as a leader and where you want to be. And to fill that gap, one needs to learn, lead, and grow. And that growth starts with self-development. The change and growth we seek externally starts internally with our own leadership development. If we want better team members, we need to be a better team member. If we want to engage in service projects, we need to set that example and do that ourselves. But it also extends to our fellow lions. Our learning benefits and motivates our fellow lions, encouraging their development through enhanced capabilities, our actions, and identifying future leaders. And you all know how that is. When one of you works together with someone else and then you share with someone, it just continues to grow and foster. And then we're really making an impact in our community. We serve our communities and improve our lives, improve others' lives through that shared vision, that strategic plan, and most importantly, our relationships with others. And finally, when all those pieces come together, the entire Association of Lions Clubs International benefits. As our leadership develops, Lions Clubs International grows. As we look at the next slide, although training resources and trainings are leadership development's primary deliverables, the emphasis on learning acknowledges both the ongoing nature of leadership development and the participants' role in their own development. So I'm going to spend some time, the rest of my time with you this evening, to take a brief look at some of the leadership development opportunities that are available to assist you and all Lions and Leos as they learn, lead, and grow. Before I go to the next slide, I'm going to ask you a quick question. And in the comments, I want you to answer with a yes or no. Do you have a Lion account? Just quickly go in the comments and just put yes or no, because I'd like to know who has a Lion account. As we go to the next slide, the Learn application, which requires a Lion account, that's why I want to ask. I want to get an idea of what District 16J's Lions, how active you are in our Lion account, has what's called the Learn application. And it's just one of the products available in the member portal. And the Learn app is very important for your leadership development through our headquarters programs. It is the only way that you can access the Lions Learning Center, which is our online learning platform. And I'll talk to you about that a little bit more in a moment. It also provides a link on the institutes that are available in your constitutional area. Your page is personalized based on your location and language. And it also includes any training that is reported and shared by your district or multiple district GLT coordinator. For example, I looked in Learn this morning to see what was on for District 16J, and actually your multiple district GLT coordinator is promoting her RLLI that's going to be held in November. And you could go to Learn and find out more information about how that training is being offered and how to contact your GLT multiple district coordinator for more information. In addition to getting information on training that's available, there is also an individual learning record. So every Lion who participates in a Lion training, whether it's through the Lions Learning Center, our online courses, by attending an institute, or by attending local training that's reported by your GLT coordinator, you will have your own record of training. So you'll be able to take that record, print it out, and share it wherever you'd like, professionally, as Lion Mahesh was talking about as well, or even sharing it with those that are part of Lions University as official records for courses that you may have taken through through Learn to satisfy some of those requirements. So it's a really wonderful tool, and I encourage all of you, if you haven't set up a Lion account and checked out Learn, to please do so. When you click on that top Go button, it takes you directly to the Lions Learning Center, which if you'll go to the next slide, the next slide is just really a snapshot of some of the different courses. There is a wide array of courses, e-learning courses, primarily focused on leadership skills. There are revamped versions of old courses. So if you took public speaking a few years ago, we have a new one now. And then brand new courses that meet the ever evolving needs of our Lions. But there's also courses on other topics. If you go to the next slide, please. Most courses in the Lions Learning Center fall under these four categories: club, district, and multiple district officers, Lions Club's international programs and resources, individual skills, and interpersonal team skills. For example, there are courses aimed at incoming club and district officers. If you hold the title of club vice president, club secretary, club treasurer, second vice district governor, or first vice district governor, there is a learning path waiting for you in the Lions Learning Center. For those of you that might be interested in maybe being a club president, club secretary, or a different role, you can actually go online to the Lions Learning Center and learn about those roles. In general, these courses provide an orientation to your role and responsibilities. They also identify some of the key tasks and timelines associated with those tasks and perspective on how that role relates to other roles in the club or district. And there is so much to know about Lions International programs and the many resources available to clubs to help them be more effective in serving communities. In addition to learning about our governing documents, there's a new course on new club development, the service journey, and even a revised course on the Global Action Team. Lions know that leadership involves lifelong learning. Therefore, there are helpful courses on time management, goal setting, or servant leadership. Courses like conflict resolution, effective teams, meeting management will all help you lead your teams. I encourage you that if you have not yet checked out the Lions Learning Center, that you do so. It is a free membership membership benefit to all Lions who are all active members have access to it. If we go to the next slide, I want to talk to you a little bit about the Lions Leadership Institutes. You heard District Governor Varsha and Lion Mahesh both mention the Advanced Lions Leadership Institute, the Senior Leadership Institute. Currently, we have 5 institutes that are available. And these institutes were designed to really prepare and train our future leaders and provide some train-the-trainer opportunities for our Lions. So we really have divided them now into 2 pathways. On the left, you'll see the leadership pathway. And that's really our 3 leadership institutes. The Emerging Lions Leadership Institute, which is known shorthanded as ELLI. And that really prepares Lions and Leos for leadership positions at the club level. And for participants are usually those who have not yet been club president. It's a 3-day program and it is offered locally. So you may hear of a local ELI being offered in your multiple or neighboring multiples that you could attend. The Regional Lions Leadership Institute, the RLLI, is really more of a customizable program and can prepare Lions for leadership roles at all levels. And it's really about those Lions that want to focus on leadership roles within their community, maybe at the club level, the region level, or the district level. And because it is a regional program and it's fully customizable, it can be changed or adapted to meet the specific needs of your district or your multiple. That program is also delivered locally. And as I mentioned in going in to learn, I saw that you're going to be having an RLLI in November. So if you are interested in learning more, make sure you contact your multiple district GLT coordinator. The third leadership program is the Advanced Lions Leadership Institute, also known as the ALLI. This is really that program for Lions who want to take leadership roles at the district level and beyond. We strongly encourage that second vice district governors attend this program, as it is a great preparation as they get ready to attend the DGE seminars and prepare for their role as district governor. Qualified candidates must have completed their 1 year as a club president. So if you are a past club president and are interested, please apply. The Advanced Lions Leadership this year is being offered in March for Constitutional Area 1. It's going to be held in Calgary because Constitutional Area 1 and 2 share institutes. And the applications are due December 26th. So if you're interested in the ALLI, you can download applications off of our website. In addition to the 3 institutes, we have 2 train-the-trainer institutes that we use because all of our training is delivered by Lions. We do not bring any outside experts into our programs. Our programs are designed because we want Lions teaching Lions how to be successful. And so the first course is the Faculty Development Institute, and that really provides that fundamental facilitation training program so that you can be a successful trainer at the club, district, and multiple district level. And qualified candidates need to just have a basic understanding of training. Maybe they've done some local training, but they don't really need to be of that professional caliber. The second program, the Lions Certified Instructor Training Program, is really the pathway to an instructor certification. Our certified Lions is that top tier of Lion faculty. And they must have some extensive experience either as a trainer within Lions or professionally. They must attend the 3-day program, and at the end of the program, they complete a presentation and are evaluated. If they pass, they receive their certification. If they do not pass, they receive an opportunity to try again at a later date. Those are our 5 programs. On the next slide, let's look a little bit more at the leadership the Lion Certified Instructor Program, it's really 3 parts. The first part, as I mentioned, is that training, that 4-day training, where the first 2 days is classroom, really to help explain and understand that facilitation role of training. And then the second part is the certification. Each participant will present a 60-minute training session where they will be evaluated. And as I mentioned previously, they will either pass and be certified for 4 years, or they will be provided with feedback and asked to try again at a later date. The third component is the recertification. After when you have finished your third year of being certified and about to start your fourth year, which is when your certification will end, you'll be informed of what you need to do to recertify. We really focus on professional development, just like other external industries that have certifications. And this year's group that is recertifying has to complete 2 online courses on the Lions Learning Center. So it's a really exciting program. Lion certified instructors are the instructors that have the ability to teach at the international level. So they are the faculty for our institutes that I shared with you, and also as group leaders for our DGE annual seminar. If we go to the next slide, there's also training for officers. So there is club officer training, zone chair, second and first vice district governor. Now, in addition to being online, there is also in-person courses. And so your district GLT and your multiple district GLT is tasked every year with setting up the training calendar. So if you haven't heard from them and you are in one of these roles, please do reach out to them. But you can also check Learn to see if any other courses or programs are available. And finally, as we look at the last slide, I really encourage each of you to pursue your leadership journey in the way that makes sense for you. And Varsha, if you go to the next slide, your GLT, multiple district and district coordinator are here for you to help you learn, lead, and grow as a member in any way that's right for you. Education, there are some of you that may not want to move into leadership roles and really want to serve at the club, but be better at serving at the club. Use the online courses to sharpen your skills. Attend a local institute. We have a dedicated web page, and if you go to the Lions Club's website and search Learn, it will come up. The Lions Learning Center also available for courses on demand. It's 33 courses in 13 languages are just sitting there waiting for you to check it out. And then also the virtual event center on our webpage has the latest webinars that are being delivered around the globe in multiple languages. So there is something for everyone. There is an opportunity for each and every one of you to learn, to grow, to lead. And I'm excited and grateful to be able to share all of this information with you. I thank you for my time today. And if I look at comments, I see 1 yes and 1 no. And I know there's more of you out there. So if I leave you with anything, sign up for the member portal, get your Lion account, and check out Learn. Lion Mahesh, thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Dawn, for enlightening our members with all the opportunities that are available. Like we have the Regional Lions Leadership Institute that is coming up. The deadline for application is over, but we still have a few spots open. So if you still want to join in, please contact Rohel or Varsha or Anuv Chitnis for getting into the program. It is as Dawn was mentioning, it is customized for our district, whatever that we need into our district. For example, besides the programs that have been developed by Dawn's team, we are having some programs like the branding, how to brand your club. We also have programs like the retention and so on. So please try to join that program. And then the Advanced Lions Leadership Institute. Those who are presidents, just remember the day of Christmas. You have to apply before Christmas so that you can go and enjoy the warm weather of Calgary. Not
Yes.
really, but that would be fun. And like the Advanced Lions Leadership Institute, or formerly it was called the Senior Lions Leadership Institute, is a very, very good program, and I recommend almost everybody to be part of that program. As Don mentioned, the Lions Club International provides us like 360 degrees of learning, not only the online learning, but in-person learning, the classroom learning. There are various aspects at various levels: the emerging Lions leadership, regional Lions leadership, the advanced Lions leadership, and so on, the district governor training, first vice district governor training. But at the same time, there is one more opportunity that Lions Club International provides us, which is called a mentoring program. Let me just quickly talk about the mentoring program and sort of walk you through what that program means and how we can use that program to benefit us. The role of the Lions Club mentor is of sharing the life experiences, not only about the lions, but like how you became a lion, how you serve as lion, and how the local community is. Guide a new lion go through that experience, motivate them to be a better person, change the world. Sometimes things become a little emotional. I have observed that, like when you go through certain life experiences, for example, the emergency relief. When we had flooding, if you go to one of the houses to support them, the kind of emotional trauma that they went through, that makes you emotional also. I'll just give you a quick example. Just a few days back, we went to support adult community here in Monroe. We met a lady there. She was standing there, and she was trying to get some stuff because her whole home was destroyed. She came to me, since I was wearing the lion's shirt. She came to me and asked me, "Oh, are you a lion?" And then the conversation started. She said, like, sort of just a week before the Hurricane Henry, her husband passed away. So she was just getting out of that. She went and buried her husband and came back home. And within a day or so, when she woke up in the middle of night, she found out that the water was almost up to the level of her bed. A week later, we had another Hurricane Ida, and everything was flooded again. And still, like, sort of, she went through all that, and when she came and met us, she had brought in like 4 eyeglasses of her husband to give it to us for the eyeglass recycling program. And that literally made all of us cry. And we have those kind of experiences, and like, we do need to provide our new members with the emotional support that they might need going through this. The other role of mentor is becoming a role model, developing a network for them. When you are mentoring somebody, when you go out, introduce them to your network within Lions, outside Lions, so that they can be as good as you or better than you. They always say in leadership that you are successful only when you start looking for your replacement the day that you take on the role. And that is what is important. Helping the people to become better than you is what your role as a mentor is. So developing the network and introducing them to the resources, just like what we are introducing you here. Lion Rohel is working on this for a number of months now to support you with different resources. The three main C's of mentorship is consulting, helping them with knowledge, being a counselor, and being the cheerleader. If you achieve all these three, you will be a good mentor. Lions Club have got two mentoring programs. One is a basic mentoring program, which talks about your responsibilities as a lion and the relationships. And we also have advanced Lions leadership, advanced mentoring program, which focuses on the results and replication, making few more lions that you can create. Like there would be a mentor, and like the mentee will become a mentor in due course. The basic mentoring program consists of general knowledge of Lionism, things about your club, what is district, multiple district, Lions Club International, and our foundation, the funding arm of our organization. Whereas in the level 2 of the basic mentoring program, building the relationship, is to attending the club's board meetings, attending the service activities, and attending the fundraising activities of the club, bringing in another member, another non-member rather, to be with you, be your buddy who can be a potential member at a later stage. Visit other clubs, attend zone and district meetings. And this says or, but I would say and international convention. We are lucky to have several international conventions in next few years are going to be in our area, North America. We have one coming up in Montreal in 22 very soon. So make sure that if you are mentoring someone, please bring them to the international convention. The advanced mentoring program focuses on results, understanding the club activities, and understanding the role that you have is the part one of that. And second part is the replication. You need to you should help your mentee to hold an office, help them to sponsor members, help them to give orientation and becoming a mentor themselves. Attend area forum, that is USA Canada forum, which we are going to touch on very shortly. International convention, attending the Lions Club International designated training program that Dawn had just mentioned. There is a recognition. In Lions, we always look for certificates. If you complete your program, both mentor and mentee are recognized with certificates and the pins, as we are all proud of our pins all the time. So that is the basic thing about the mentoring program, basic and advanced. Please ask your club to assign you a mentor, or if you are willing to mentor some people, like sort of why don't you go and talk to your club president to assign you to other like the newer members for you to be a mentor and help those mentees to grow as a lion. Besides Lions Clubs International, we have several programs at club level, district level, multiple district level, the training programs that these organizations do. As I just quickly mentioned about the area forum, the USA Canada Lions Leadership Forum, it is a great opportunity to learn things. We have 70, 80, 100 at times, depending on the year. We have so many seminars to choose from. You can take up the seminar of your choice and learn several things. But in, I think, 2014, the Lions, USA Canada Lions Leadership Forum started a program called Lions University. And to talk about that, we have Mike Resloff here today. He is the Dean of the Bachelor's Program of Lions University. As most of you know, that our district is very, very involved into this Lions University. Last year itself, we had about 40 Lions and Leos graduated from bachelor's program, and others like master's program, and we had a couple of doctorate program graduates. Lion Mike is from California. He is the co-owner of operations and warehousing company. He was the chief master sergeant of United States Air Force, and gone through several training programs, including the bachelor's and master's degree from the university. He was the faculty of the Lions University, talking about the art of recognition in 2017. He had done his duty as a district governor and the district global membership team coordinator. So without further ado, let me have the floor for Lion Mike.
Thank you very much, Mahesh. It's quite a privilege to be able to talk to my friends on the East Coast. I hope you haven't had the wet weather like we've had for the last 2 days. Anyway, it's so very nice to be able to talk to you about Lions University. So for those of you who are not familiar with it, what is Lions University? It's not a university in the normal sense of line. It's you don't have to go to school. Everything that we do is online. And if I can have the first slide and then immediately go into the second slide, that would be good. What is Lions University? Let's find out. Our objectives this evening, next slide, please. I'm going to introduce the Lions University concept to you. Also what the structure is. Let you know that it's a shared, an internet-based system to deliver what the Lions University elements are all about, what classes that we have. And what is our main focus? To attract Lions to Lions University so they can become better educated, to be better Lions. Next slide, please. Our classes aren't held 1 month or any particular time. Our classes are year-round, and it's online training in partnership with the USA Canada Lions Leadership Forum. All the training is provided by Lions volunteers, and it doesn't cost anything. It's all free. We have 3 basic program levels that are tied to forum attendance, and it also encourages the use of our Lions Club institutes. They're all required to be recognized as having completed the programs, graduate, if you will. And you're not required to take all the courses, just some of them. Our program is made up. Next slide, please. This is not mine. There we go. Lions University team is basically made up of 4 people. As you can see here, past council chair Gary Steele is our coordinator. There's myself. I take care of the bachelor's program. Nancy Watt-Duran has the master's program, and Dina Rostock, she takes care of the doctorate program. Next slide, please. The bachelor's program is club focused. In other words, if you want to become an officer, as what was stated earlier, and you want to primarily focus yourselves on the club, these are the main requirements. You must attend a USA Canada Lions Leadership Forum in the year of 2014 or later. Credit will be given for the 2020 virtual forum, but only if you accepted the associated quiz and it was completed by October 11th of last year. There are 10 required courses and online quizzes, and they're very, very inclusive. I mean, you'll find out so much good information on it. And by the way, if you take the quiz and you don't pass it, you'll be able to go back and take it again. There's also 5 required electives, and be able to take those quizzes as well. The next slide, please. And these are your required courses. Something, it'll give you some history about the Lions, what the basic Lions Club structure is, how to have a successful club, how to effectively hold club meetings, what are some of the dynamic community service projects that your club could go ahead and take care of, club governance, how to govern the club, how to build your club membership, member motivation, how to get that member to get out there and be part of all the different things that you do within the community. Something that's very, very important. Not everybody understands how to get along with everybody. So conflict resolution is one of those things that I think is probably one of the most important required courses. And also public relations. When you're within your club, you're building your club, you want to make sure, we want to make sure that the community knows that you're there, know that what you do and how you are actually there to serve the community. In my club in particular, we have 2 breakfasts that we're very, very proud of holding, and we're working in conjunction with our local Parks and Recreation District. We have Breakfast with the Bunny, and then we also have Breakfast with Santa. We take the funds that we may get from the people who attend these things, and we apply it to different other community-based projects, whether it be helping an Eagle, a Boy Scout attain his Eagle Scout, being able to help him within that. Or maybe you never know that we do things to help the food bank. So those are all kinds of things. All these classes will help you take care of that. Next slide, please. Our next program, this is the elective programs. So something they're very, very important. And we continue to add courses on here. As you can see, how to become a better club president, some of the things that you're required to do, secretary, club finances, your treasurer, if you will, membership committee. How are you growing your club? What's the best way to have it, and who's a member of your committee? Your board, your team. What does that mean? Well, everybody should have a board. Everybody should have in their club a board of directors, and this is how you build your team, and this is how you actually have and structured your club. As you can see, we have a couple of different classes on mentoring. The very, very first one, mentoring and orienting new club members. Then we have tail twisting, which is a very vital and important, fun thing to do when you're part of a club. Mentoring a new lion. We had our very, very first redo of mentoring a new lion in this past USA Canada Forum. And then we let them know about what LCIF is all about. And then what do you do beyond your club? Is there something more than just being a club member? You'll find out. 131 is a class that I think is very, very important. And I brought it to Lions University, and they said, well, that sounds like a good idea. Would you like to go ahead and put a presentation together? So motivating through the art of recognition. I think you'll probably find 99 or if not 100 out of 100 Lions that just do because that's what they want to do. They don't want to be recognized for it. But behind the scenes, I think everybody likes to have a little pat on the back, even though they're maybe a little too proud to say that. And then the last thing is how to prepare to become a club officer. What are the things that you can do? You've been a member all this time, but all of a sudden, I want to be club president. You don't turn out to be a club president just overnight. You have to prepare for it. You see how the other people operate? Well, now is your opportunity, and this is the elective course that will be for you. The next course, the next program that we want to talk about, next slide, please, is the master's program. And this is where you actually have courses that look at the district, how many different functions are within the district. In order to take the master's program, you must, in order to receive your master's program certificate, you must complete the bachelor's program. You must attend a second USA Canada Alliance Leadership Forum, again, the year 2014 and later. You must attend a leadership or DGE school. We were just talking about, we just heard somebody talking about, Don was talking about the different leadership institutes that are available. Something that is very, very necessary and important. You, again, have 10 required courses and must take the quizzes and pass them. And you also need to take 5 elective courses. And let's take a look and see what those are. Next slide, please. District cabinet selection. Well, here you are. You're getting ready to become a district governor. So what is involved in becoming? What is it you need for your cabinet? Well, I think most districts have a cabinet secretary, maybe one for recording the minutes, and you may have a twofold purpose in your secretaries. Cabinet treasurer. Well, it goes around and tells you not only what sort of offices that you need to look at to have to fulfill, but things to look for in these. Succession planning. Boy, how necessary is this? You know, you want to make sure that you succeed. You also want to make sure that the governor that's coming in behind you, your first vice district governor or your second vice district governor, are right there as well. So you can work not only on your plans and programs, but you can also lay the groundwork for them. You'll find out there are a lot of different leadership styles. This course here will identify what those are. And they're not all inclusive, because I'm sure there's some that aren't on there. But there again, this will give you an opportunity to see most of the leadership styles that are available. Recognition. And we talked about that again. We talked about it in the bachelor's program. And there again, we need to talk about it always, always. Everybody says, I just do it because I want to. Pat on the back is also very, very good. Advanced facilitating schools. I had the opportunity to go ahead and help out in the master's program in doing this. You know, how do you facilitate the different things that are going on? I've heard it said many times that one of the main jobs you have as a district governor is to facilitate, to look at those people that are out in your districts who are coming online. Maybe you see one of those exceptional club individuals that maybe you might want them to be a zone chair. We in California, we also have regional chairs. So we're looking for those people so we can go ahead and facilitate what's going on. How do you use diplomacy? All of a sudden, you know, you're stepping up now. Diplomacy is important at the club level, but when you get into the district level, it's very, very important, because you're not only going to be dealing with your own district, but as in California, you have 14 other districts. We have 15 districts here in California. I think 207 is so very, very important. Delegation. How many of you just think about it, close your eyes for a second and said, well, I can certainly do this job better than anybody else. Well, wait a second. I have 235 different jobs. I need to delegate something. Delegation is very, very important, and it gives you the opportunity. This class will give you the opportunity to show how to delegate. Once you become a district governor, I know I have several people online who look at this next topic, time management, and say, oh my gosh, I wish I would have paid more attention to time management when I first started. It's amazing how much time you think you have over a year, and all of a sudden you don't have it anymore. And it just runs right through. This will give you some clues on how to manage your time more effectively and efficiently. Strategic planning is so very, very important. You certainly don't want to put the cart before the horse. Strategic planning will help show you how to do that. And in 210, zone chair roles and responsibilities. We look at the first and second vice district governors. You know, they're all the time looking so really you as district governor actually trying to take care of. The elective courses are there in our the next slide, please. Okay, there we go. You can see these courses here, and they're so very, very important. I mean, it's all part of what being a district officer is all about. How to collaborate with somebody to get your point across, to get what's going on, especially when you're a district governor. You have other district governors within your multiple. We look and see what our international priorities are. Again, how to run your governor, your district with your district governance. Meeting management. For those of you who don't know, a district governor probably spends more time sitting in a chair on a table, attending a meeting, whether they hold it or whether they're part of a different a group, even when they have the multiple gets together. You want to make sure that you have effective use of your time. And meeting management, you know, one of probably the most important things is to make sure that you have an agenda and make sure you follow that agenda. One of the things that I started doing and I found it to be very, very effective was I actually put times down for how long, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 2 minutes, 3 minutes. And by that way, everybody knows that, you know, you have an hour for your meeting, maybe an hour and a half max. And that way you take care of everything. Also in this portion, you'll learn about Lions ethics, decision making, how easy, how hard it is. How do you know if you make the right decision? Public speaking. Boy, this class is so very, very important. It really is. And it really gives you some good tips on how to be able to stand up in front of somebody or a group of people and try to get your point across. 228, parliamentary procedures. There's rules that we have to follow, and this will give you some guidance on how to take care of it. How to motivate your district, how to hold creative district meetings, protocol. Yes, there's something called protocol. It's very, very important, especially when you have an international guest with you. You want to make sure you follow the rules as they are set forth. Meaningful ceremonies goes right back to one of those things that we were talking about. You know, you want to make sure that you understand that you give these people the ceremony that they deserve for the thing that they've taken care of. You want to make sure the recognition they get is something that really means how you really feel about giving them an award, whatever. How to build teams, team building whenever you're going out and doing any kind of a function. 234 is creating specialty Lions clubs. Once you get through this, you'll find out that it's not just going to go out there and say, I want a Lions club that handles maybe hearing only. Well, this will kind of give you an idea as to how you're taking care of all that. And then the last one we have as far as our electives are campus clubs. Remember, you only need to take and pass 5 of these to get your master's program certificate. Next slide, please. The last one is probably one of the hardest. Care of the in the master's program. But they're very, very important. Is because later, if you're going to go forward And I said earlier that one of my goals was in Lions University was to go ahead and get my doctorate. And one of the things I knew I was going to have to do was to attend an FDI or an LCIP. And I wasn't able to do either one of those. But there is something that we're actually able to, based on your experience. I spent 40 years in the military, and I actually spent an awful lot of time training young people and actually training them to do their position, and actually going before the Joint Chiefs of Staff and those sort of things about trying to explain to them some of the programs that we were involved in. So they were able to use my experience. So if you haven't been able to take an FDI or LCIP, we would ask you to go ahead and submit those sort of things that may assist you in doing that. Again, you must receive a Lions Certified Instructor Certificate from LCI. You must complete one of the required courses and take the quiz, and then you must complete 9 of the elective courses and quizzes. And there again, I'm not exactly sure, but I'm almost positive that this slide program will be available for anybody within your district. And then you must submit a project video and a self-evaluation. Let's briefly take a look at the courses. I won't go in and talk to what all of them are, but you can see what they are. Okay, can we have the next slide, please? This is exactly what I was talking about just a second ago. Do the challenge of attending FDI and LCIP. Proof of experience, as stated, may also meet this requirement. Proof will be needed to be documented by transcripts, and like I said, this is a way that I was able to get my doctorate program based on my experience. Very, very good way to make sure that we have the top-notch level people with getting their doctorate certificate. And the next slide, please. Well, looks like we're missing a slide. Are you sure? There should be one with the doctorate courses on there just before then. Well, okay. I'm not sure why it didn't go, but I'll just briefly go over the doctorate courses. You must be the first one is 300. You must be understanding your doctorate project. If you don't know how, you can certainly die by your presentations if you don't know PowerPoint. How to design a lesson. Creating learning activities is something that we're working on, and advanced public speaking is also something as another course we're working on. You must be able to develop a curriculum. What are icebreakers? What are those things that you can actually go through before you start a presentation? How to do a webinar. When we first started back in 2014, I don't think a whole lot of us knew what a webinar was. And the last required course you are able to take is the environment and audience preparation. If you're down in a hot spot, make sure you have a fan. Those kind of things. It just tells you some of the things to look for. Let's go back to the next slide then. Oh, well, there's the courses that I was just talking about. I'm not sure how it snuck in there. Okay, if we can go back to the doctorate courses, there should be another one in between there. Go back. They're right there. These are the classes that you need to take. These are the required courses. You can see those going down there. If there's any questions about any of those, please don't hesitate to ask them. There again, this is a progressional a group of courses. Once you take your bachelor's and your master's program, these will kind of go hand in hand. And this also goes hand in hand with what the 2 LCI courses will also help you with. Okay, let's go. Next slide, please. There we go. How do we, your course delivery? Well, live webinar participation is being scheduled. We're able to go ahead and video most of our training sessions, and this is overall for Lions University. You can also go to the Lions seminar by going to Lions University at the Leadership Forum. And they don't necessarily have to be taken in order. They could be taken anywhere you want. As a matter of fact, you can take any of the classes that you may be interested in and go ahead and take them. You don't necessarily have to be in the bachelor's program or the master's program. You can take these courses, and they will be once you take them and have passed the test, they will be put into the server, and they will be there. So when you do get around to taking your bachelor's or master's program, like I say, you don't have to take those courses necessarily in order. Next slide, please. So where do you sign up? Very, very easy. Next slide, please. You can go online, go to the Lions University website, and you can see right here that this is basically what it is. You go to lionsuniversity.org, and it'll come up with this site that you see right here, and then down below there, you have to sign up for it. It's not automatic. You get a brand new password and whatever. So as we continue on, you can go ahead and just go right through this form and go ahead and sign up for it. Okay, next slide, please. lionsuniversity.org. And each program has its, it'll give you an idea as to what all the overview of the requirements are and the available courses, whether it be the bachelor's program, the master's program, or the doctorate program. You kind of saw what all those were. And you can see here in red, you can go ahead and put your mouse over it, click on it, and it'll take you right into the courses that you've gone through. Once a course has been offered, you must log in to access the course and to the quiz. It won't let you go into the course unless you actually have it. Have signed in. Okay. Next slide, please. The course pages include a link to register, which we just got done talking about, a link to register for the webinar or watch the webinar recording. We do have live recordings. As a matter of fact, each of the programs has at least three a year where you can actually be an actual hands-on link similar to what we're doing right now. There'll be handouts available. Once you click onto it, you'll be able to go ahead and get the handout. And it'll also give you identify what the reference material is. Once you take the course and you've watched the webinar either on your computer or you've actually been a part of it, there will be a quiz. And then you'll actually have to click on that, say, take quiz. And that'll tell you whether you, after you can take the quiz and you've passed it, it'll say completed. It's fairly easy once you go through. If I can make it, I guarantee you anybody can do it. Next slide, please. To get the course credit, you go to the course module. After completing the webinar, the video, or the live course, select that as mark as completed. And then you need to select next unit to advance to the quiz module. Everybody has to take the quiz. 70% is passing. There again, if you don't pass it the first time, go back. You don't have to retake the course. Go back and take the quiz again and work on it until you get it. 70% is passing. It's not that difficult. Okay, next slide, please. It's pretty easy to track your progress within each program. As you can see by the slide that's there on the left-hand side, it says all the courses that are available for your particular program. And once you complete it, it'll show up in green. So you know that you'll have how many electives and how many program courses you actually need to complete. Courses are, they're completed automatically. You don't have to do anything. It does it automatically within the system. And then up on top there, it shows you how many courses, how close are you to getting that 100%. The credit towards the program completion must be manually submitted. And you'll see it's really, really easy to go through all of this, and you'll find out. If not, I encourage everybody to if you have any questions, to go ahead and give me a call, especially the bachelor's. That's the first program you need to go through. I've left my email and my phone number with Mahesh, so he can go ahead and pass that on to everybody. I welcome your emails, and if there's any way to further and better our program, that's what I'm asking for you, for your help as well. Also, every one of myself and Nancy and Deanna, we're always looking for people who are interested in presenting one of our courses at USA Canada Forum, Lions Leadership Forum, or in one of our live webinars. So if you might be interested in doing one of those, please get with your GLT or Mahesh, and get my name, phone number, and or email, and let me know if you're interested, and we'll talk about it. I have 3 courses that I'm getting ready to start to put together for our next Lions Leadership Forum in Calgary, and I want to reemphasize that this is a volunteer program. We get paid nothing for what we do, and not even our travel or hotel stays are taken care of. But it's really fun to be able to be part of the program. You have the next slide, please. Once you've completed a criteria for the program, you'll see where it says apply for whatever program it be, whether it be bachelor's, master's, or doctorate. They'll answer the associated quiz for each of the program. Your response will be verified to ensure that all the criteria is met. Issues that will delay or prevent verification: you haven't completed the number of courses. You can't claim the same form attendance for multiple programs. You must go to a Lions Leadership Forum, USA Canada Forum. For each program, you have to have a minimum of 3 attendance, in-person attendance. And, it's very, very important that you'll have a lot of fun. You'll see a lot of people. Like I say, I've been going exclusively since 2014 and haven't missed, and it's just so much more fun. Okay, next slide, please. We currently have over 5,400 registered users. It's a lot of people within. I mean, these people are always looking to improve and better themselves. And as you can see, the bachelor's program has the most. I really, really enjoy standing up when we go to Lions Leadership Forum and we hand out the different certificates. The other 2 programs, the master's and the doctorate program, have roughly 1/10 of the number of graduates that the bachelor's do. And to see somebody have that bachelor's program certificate in their hand and the smiles that they have. If you go to the Lions Lions University site, and you see the number of people who are smiling when they have their picture taken with the international president, it just goes to show you that they are better Lions for what they have done. Next slide, please. And just as I was saying, graduation, recognition for program completion by the International President Forum and Lions University leaders. We all stand up in front of there, and we're very, very proud to shake hands and have that be a part of your long-lasting Lions program. You actually get a really, really nice pin, as you can see them there. And if you should decide you want to become a member of the Lions University faculty, you'll be able to get the 4th pin that has 4 red imitation rubies on them that says faculty. So something for you to think about. I know we certainly do enjoy it. So next slide, please. How do you do it? You start today. You go online, lionsuniversity.org, and then you look down there and you see how to go ahead and start, and that will do whatever we can. I'm going to tell you, if you are interested in becoming a better Lion, besides the courses that LCI gives to you, these are courses that'll help help further your education. And I know that was something that Mahesh was talking about earlier. Education is as important and vital no matter which way you go. Sign up. I look forward to handing you your bachelor's certificate when we go to Calgary. Next slide, please. This presentation was put together for our Lions Leadership Forum. We can go ahead and skip this and go to the very, very last slide. And I want to say thank you very much for attending this seminar. I guess it's probably a webinar, not necessarily a seminar. But I tell you what, it's very, very important to me that you become the best Lion through education. And Mahesh, I'm going to say thank you very, very much for allowing Lions University to be part of this very, very important webinar. Thank you.
Thank you so much, PDG Mike. We had one question in the chat. The Vice District Governor Cash Deluri was asking, what is the completion date for master's degree program for the upcoming year? Let me sort of rephrase. What are the dates for bachelor's, master's, and doctorate program for this year?
Well, they will all join together. We like to have all the certificates. We like to have all their programs completed by the 30th of June. That way it'll give us a chance to verify everything that's going on, type up their graduation, quote unquote, graduation certificates, their completion certificates, and make sure that we have enough pins on order on hand to be able to hand them with them. You have to be in attendance we can send you your certificate, but in order to get the pin, we like for you to be in attendance, because it's just a little added nicety, if you will. But 30 July is really the date. They've been setting it depending on everything else that's going on in the world, but I think 30 July will probably be a good a good date to shoot for.
Sure, sounds good. Thank you so much, PDG Mike.
My honor, my pleasure.
Thank you so much. These programs by the Lions Club International and Lions Club USA Canada Lions Leadership Forum, Lions University, provide us a whole 360 degree of learning experience. We always say that our own, the Albert Einstein worked in New Jersey for a while, so we call him our own. He once said, the education is not learning merely the facts, but transforming the mind to think. And that is what all our programs do, including, I would like to mention one particular course that all the incoming district governors take, called Head, Heart, Gut Survey, which is, I think, a brainchild of Don to bring into our program. And that program gives us to analyze ourselves, to find out what our leadership style is, and help us to become a whole leader. And thanks, Don, for putting that course into the DGE program. So thank you, everybody. Thank you for joining. Thank you, Varsha and Rohel, for inviting me to come here today.
Wow, time flies so fast when you're having a wonderful time, right? Yeah. So thank you, PCC Mahesh, and our esteemed panelists for this episode, PDG Mike Retzlaff and Don Mangiarulo. This has been another enlightening and inspiring event. It is great to know about the many learning opportunities that we have as Lions, which hopefully will inspire and motivate our members and positively impact their service experience, our service experience. Did you, Varsha, do you have any last thoughts?
I just want to say thank you so much, Don, Mike, PCC, Mahesh, Rohel. This is a wonderful episode of a learning opportunity. And from bottom of my heart, as a district governor of District 16J, thank you so much for giving us a light on learning opportunities. This is very useful and very educational. Thank you so much.
And to all our viewers, thank you for joining us again this evening. If you have any further questions, I know you have, or comments, please put them in the comment section below or email us at district16j@gmail.com. Again, that's district16j@gmail.com. We appreciate receiving your feedback so we could improve our process. And before we close this episode, I would like to share a favorite quote. Always walk through life as if you have something new to learn, and you will. From Vernon Howard, who is an American spiritual teacher, author, and philosopher. Have a good evening, everyone. Be safe, be well, and take care. And now let's have a peek into next month's episode. Thank you, Lion Mike, PDG Mike, and
Hey.
Don.
Thank
Thank you.
Wonderful evening.
It was great. Thanks again for inviting me. I enjoyed it.
Yes.
You're
And
welcome.
Don, nice seeing you.
Likewise. Nice to meet you also. Take care, everybody. Good evening.
You bet.
Good evening.
Thank you so
good,
much.
good
Bye-bye.
evening. Make it a great evening now.
Uh-huh,
Yes.
Thank you.
Varsha,
Bye.
you have to get it